predictably loud and raucous here in KC as their beloved Chiefs took the field, and they are set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Second and 8 coming up.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Dancing to his left.
Catch is made by Hardman.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Chiefs who got the road victory there. So now looking to claim the season series at home in KC. Second down at 5.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, these two teams met in Kansas City earlier this season with the Chiefs winning that ball game. So if they can win again here in KC, they would pull off the season sweep.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Chiefs.
We have seen this before, and we know Coach. Just preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Switch. Rush in. Check 99.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last blitz coming, and down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Second and 14.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 15.
Now, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Eckler. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Herbert. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now it's Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the 1st quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers. Because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback trying to throw the football. Rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers, to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
They're swooping. They'll run on 1st down. It's Montgomery. Always got some breathing room. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Next score, Chiefs 7, Chargers 0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd and 8. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. This is swung out to Eckler. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And some room to run now. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
57 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw here, Herbert. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
A gain of 12. First down, Chargers.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers, nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
At the Chiefs' 16-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Eckler, they run left side. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler.
Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here could really muddy the waters.
And both of these teams want to clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these two teams, they've really been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game, it's been looming on both of their schedules.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Four down. Mike 9. Mike 9. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Mike 9.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Mike 9. Hey, we gotta get to 9. Mike over there. So we got man. Mike 9.
Now here's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
One thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And you'd think on third down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that is incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Herbert now. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Touchdown! Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That is the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
And off comes to Montgomery. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Herbert. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
That one brought back a few nightmares, because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there, having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have the Chargers' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Herbert back to the air. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
2nd and 10.
Here's Herbert. He's going to look deep down the field. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
The Chargers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Again, Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now as a quarterback on Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Had 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Shifts by him. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing is Mahomes on third. He'll find Hall. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. A run there on 1st down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
The final adjustments taking place here for both of these squads. They're about ready for the second half in Kansas City. And for the call, we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Once more, here's Eckler. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. On first down, it's Herbert.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Quick pass out wide. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Yeah, boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38. Now a give running left is Eckler. Room here to run. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
101 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Going on the ground with Eckler. Runs over it.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Second and 5.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, Maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
A third quarter action from Kansas City, second down and 10.
Back to throw. Herbert. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Chargers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 19. Looking to throw. Herbert. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. 78 yards. And
Chiefs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Chargers 20. Harrison Butker will kick off for Kansas City.
now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Herbert on first down now. Eluding the pressure right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Noah Fant with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 32.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 24. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And they take a knee. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Jalen Guyton, 78 yards. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now, hold on a second. Why would they decline that? Charles.
I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards. Minimum.
You're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to rerun the down you just had.
I like that. I like that little extra on top of the whole thing. This makes 0 sense.
Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win.